Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Force here, and today we are going to be finishing up the Revenge campaign in Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2013. Our final opponent to defeat in Revenge is Mr. Nicol Bolas, and I'm going to actually be playing the white life gain deck. You know, I promised you guys I would try out different decks, and the life gain deck is one of the last ones that I hadn't tried, so... And I actually spent some time playing the deck, of course, as I unlocked cards. And it's decent enough once you start to unlock some cards and you get stuff like this. Look at this opening hand. Oh my gosh, my friends. Oh my gosh, indeed. All right, let's take a look here. Starting off with 3 planes, decent amount of mana. Serra Ascendant, one of the cornerstones of my deck. It's a 1/1 with lifelink, and as long as I have 30 or more life, Serra Ascendant gets +5/+5 and has flying. Okay? So that means if I have 30 or more life, it becomes a 6/6 flying with lifelink for 1 mana. It's craziness. Soul Warden. Your question is, how do I get 30 or more life? Soul Warden. Another cornerstone of the deck. It's a 1/1. Whenever any other creature comes into play on the battlefield, I gain 1 life. That means if he plays a creature or if I play any other creatures, I gain a life every time. Next card here is Knight of Meadowgrain. This is a pretty strong card in the deck as well. It's cost 2 to play. It's a 2/2 first strike with a lifelink. And I'm sorry, I didn't explain it. If you don't know lifelink, whenever these cards do damage, I gain that much life. So Serra Ascendant has that. He has that. And then we've got this right here. 2/4 flying lifelink. All you need to know about it. Pretty strong as well. We're going to keep this in, and we are going to... I could gain 1 life next turn. Yeah, this will be best. All right, so we're gonna go first with the Soul Warden, and then next turn I play the Serra Ascendant, gain a life for it. Turn after, I can attack with him. I can attack with the Soul Warden next turn. Turn after that, we'd be playing the Knights of Meadowgrain. Turn after that, so long as we keep drawing into lands, at least 1 more in the next 3 turns, then I get to play the Seraph of Dawn. This is a very strong opener here against Nicol Bolas. Now, the last time of course, he starts off with a Mox. It's unbelievable. This is just an extra mana source for him. It's an artifact that costs 0 to play. Moxes are absurdly strong. And yes, I don't have access to those, because if I did, yes, I would. Look at that. He plays a Mox Jet now. Already, turn 1, he's got access to 3 mana. Now, he does only have 4 cards in his hand, but still, it's absurd. It is absurd. All right, turn 2, we're going to go with... You know, might even just do the Knights of Meadowgrain now. Get the 2/2 first strike, because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to be at 30 quite yet, so I can hold off on playing him for a short while. Let's go with the Knights of Meadowgrain now. 2/2 first strike. I'm going to gain a life for it. And then we're going to attack for 1, bringing Nicol Bolas down to 19. I'm at 21. We'll see, though. I mean, Nicol Bolas has, remember, he has 3 mana already. He's going to get at least a 4th right now by playing a land, and... Yeah, gonna play Terramorphic Expanse, sacks it, searches library for a basic land and put it into play tap, searches his library for a swamp. Alright, this turn, drop down our next planes, and then I'm gonna do Serra Ascendant. But first, let me attack first. Gonna attack with these guys. Alright, and he plays a Lightning Bolt. Of course he does. 3 damage, start creature or player. He's gonna kill off my 2/2. So he's only gonna take 1 damage. And then during my next main phase, I'm gonna play the Serra Ascendant. That's really unfortunate, because I was, hoping to gain life with that, but what can you do? He cycles the zombies, plays an island, and plays a Gem of Becoming. So you're gonna say, Force, what is Nicol Bolas doing? He hasn't done much of anything so far this game. Well, there's a bit of a ramp up time, but once he gets going, his deck becomes pretty ridiculous. This turn, we're actually gonna go, we just drew into another Serra Ascendant, which is great, but I still don't have 30 or more life. Hopefully we will soon, though. Gonna play the 2/4 flying lifelink right now. Then we're gonna swing for 2. Now I gain a life for playing him because of my Soul Warden. We're going to swing for 2. I'm going to gain another life from the Serra Ascendant, doing 1 damage. And bring me up to 24. Remember, I'm trying to get to 25 here. That's the goal. What am I talking about? I'm trying to get to 30 for the Serra Ascendant. Plays another Mox. Unbelievable. Look at that. He's got access to 7 mana, and with all that, he is going to play 5/1 haste. I gain a life for that. I pretty much have no choice but to block it. Because I can't take 5 damage. I'm trying to get myself up to 30 life. So I'm gonna have to block it with my 2/4 here. And I gain 2 life from that, so it puts me up to 27. Oh! Oh, I'm so happy. Alright guys, just drew into a Divine Favor. Look at this. Enchant creature, but when it enters the battlefield, I gain 3 life. Puts me at 30, which pumps him up. On top of that, enchanted creature gets +1/+3. So let's watch this in action. Put it on the Serra Ascendant, so he gets +1/+3. I gain 3 life, which gives him +5/+5 in flying. Bam! Out of nowhere, 7/9 flying. Gonna play my second Serra Ascendant. I'll wait till after attack. Not that I think it matters. The greatest thing though is, because he's got lifelink, I gain 7 life from this. Watch this. Putting me up to 37. He's down to 8. Gonna play another Serra Ascendant, which is a 6/6 flying. I gain a life from that. I'm up to 38. Well, unless Nicol Bolas plays something that destroys everything I have right now, I win next turn. So let's see. It's possible. Nicol Bolas has some crazy crap. He's got 1 card in hand. What is it? Not enough. Wow, wow, wow. Winning with the life gain deck here. Keeping my fingers crossed, though, that I didn't jinx it, because he could have some crazy instant or something. Wow. Oh, man. That is unbelievable. Unlocked another card. Got another Knight of Meadowgrain in the deck. Also unlocked a new avatar for being the man. And there you have it. Dragon Slayer defeated Nicol Bolas on the Revenge campaign on a Planeswalkers difficulty. I'm going to go back to the campaign ladder to show you here. So there it is, guys. Nicol Bolas has been defeated. That was, wow. I can't believe that. People have asked me to do the plan chase. These games are supposed to be like super long and super boring, just because there's so many opponents and all this craziness going on. The one thing I consider doing is these challenges here at some point in the future. But so far, guys, we have completed the normal campaign as well as the Revenge campaign. All of it's been done on Planeswalkers difficulty. And yeah, pretty exciting stuff, So thank you for watching, guys. Nicol Bolas dead. White life gain deck managed to do it. I think I got a pretty good setup here. Let me show you really quickly in the deck manager the way I'm playing it. There's 61 because I just unlocked that extra card that gets thrown right away into the deck. So I've got this guy right here in the deck. I've got 3 Serra Ascendants, probably going to get a 4th once I unlock it. Soul Warden, got 4 of those, I believe, yeah. Johnny's Pride Mate, you didn't see this come into play, but this is actually really, really strong as well. 2 lands for 2/2, whenever I gain life, it gets +1/+1. And I mean, you saw last game how many times I gain life. This creature can get pretty big pretty fast in this deck. I've got 2 of these Divine Favors. 2 of these in the deck because I just unlocked one. I had 1 before. A couple of these guys. 2 lands for 2/1 comes into play. I gain 4 life. 3 lands for 2/2 flying enters the battlefield. I gain 2 life. Got 3 of those. Only 1 of these. Wish I had at least 1 more, but not possible. 2 Chastise. Destroy target attacking creature. I gain life equal to its power. Really strong. 1 Wrath of God. Clear the board just in case. His card's awesome. Marshal's Anthem. 2 colorless and 2 white. All my creatures get +1/+1, but it has multi-kicker, so I can pay an extra colorless and a white. And depending on how many times I do that, I get to return X cards, target creature cards from my graveyard, and put them right in the battlefield. That's amazing. Also have Seraph of Dawn. That's a 2/4 flying lifelink. Got 3 of those. And then wrapping things up here. Archon of Redemption, 3/4 flying. Whenever it or another creature with flying comes into the battlefield under my control, I gain life equal to its power. And then we have the Baneslayer Angel. That's that 5/5 flying, first strike lifelink protection from demons and dragons. 2 of those. 2 of these Celestial Mantles. +3/+3 to a creature. And whenever it deals damage, double my life total. Amazing. And then lastly, this guy, 4/6 Vigilance lifelink. However, if he's in play at the beginning of my upkeep, if I have more than 40 life, I win the game. Yeah, that's awesome. So this is my current deck setup for the white life gain deck, and I found it to be pretty decent. I don't know how it would do against the 2 red decks that you're seeing a lot in multiplayer. Chandra's deck or the Goblin deck. I think that those could get rolled by this, but who knows. Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this. We have defeated all of the campaign. All that's really left is Plane Chase and the challenges. So we'll see where I decide to take Magic in the future on my channel. I might just have a sporadic video of some multiplayer. We will see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Keep watching and keep owning.